I grew up in the Forgotten Keep, starving, barely clothed, bullied by the servants, and trampled by the other princesses.
Wretch, you think you're still of royal blood? Who else is gonna wash the Forgotten Keep's clothes if not you? No dinner tonight if you don't finish?
I thought I'd never get out of this mess, until I came of age to marry.
How dare you? Who do you think you are? How dare you shout at Princess Elena? You asking to die? Congratulations, Your Highness. Best wishes, Your Highness. The decree for your marriage to King Cedric of Dahlia has arrived. You've finally escaped this living hell.
The King of Dahlia. King Cedric. They say he's gentle and refined, and Dahlia's famous for its wealth. This was my only chance to escape this misery. But in the end, everything changed.
Read the decree.
How did it all change?
By the mandate of heaven, the Emperor decrees, Princess Isabella Vance of Ethelgard, virtuous, cautious, and sincere, diligent, and gentle, is hereby betrothed to King Cedric of Dahlia as his queen. Princess Elena Vance of Ethelgard is betrothed to Kaelin Blackwood, the sovereign of the Northlands.
Wait, wasn't Princess Elena supposed to marry the King of Dahlia, and Princess Isabella to the Northlands? How come it changed? The rumored bloodthirsty and savage Northlands?
That very Northlands, that sovereign Kaelin Blackwood, they say he eats human flesh raw and drinks blood to quench his thirst. The scariest barbarian alive.
What?
Elena, thanks for giving up such a great marriage. I accept the decree and thank your majesty.
Your majesty, though the Northlands are remote, Elena grew up in the Forgotten Keep. She's unsociable and crude. Marrying into the Northlands couldn't be more perfect. Elena, don't blame your father. Isabella has always been frail and sickly. She might not survive the savage lands of the Northlands. I'm sorry, but you'll have to bear it.
Elena? Back then, your mother made a grave mistake. I spared your life out of mercy. You should know that. This marriage is already a favor to you. From now on in the Northlands, whether good or bad, it's your own fate.
I accept the decree.
This. It's even worse than what ordinary palace servants get when they leave the palace.
Shh. Don't talk like that. Do you want to lose your head?
Elena, this cloak is from 2 years ago, isn't it? It's gotten stiff from washing. Why don't you get yourself some new clothes? Oh, silly me. Your mother is a disgraced consort. New clothes? You think you deserve them? When you get to the Northlands, Elena, take good care of yourself. Those savage lands have neither enough food nor warmth. If you can't stand it and die, I'll be in Dahlia and won't be able to help you at all. When you get to the Northlands, Elena, you'd better serve the sovereign of the Northlands well. I hear he eats raw human flesh and drinks blood to quench his thirst. He's a perfect match for you. After all, a wretch from the Forgotten Keep is only fit to marry a bloodthirsty man from the Northlands. You married the King of Dahlia, Isabella.
I hope your days in Dahlia are longer than today's red carpet.
Lift the sedan chair.
Bandits. It's bandits.
Under the Sovereign of the Northlands, I am Commander Gareth, head of the Personal Guard. By the Sovereign's order, I welcome you, Your Highness.
Don't be afraid, Your Highness. This is the Northlands.
Grandest welcome ritual. Blades drive away evil.
Drums and horns welcome good fortune. Horses kick up dust, clearing the path. It's the way of the plains. The more honored the guest, the bigger the spectacle.
Commander Gareth! Look at that fierce face of yours. You've scared the poor girl to death. Can you afford that?
Mother, come look. What a lovely face.
Good heavens, that old coot, the Emperor of Ethelgard, looks like a shriveled eggplant. How could he father such a lovely daughter?
Oh my, those eyes. That nose, that chin.
My silly brother must be the luckiest man alive to have found such a treasure.
Don't be afraid, I'm your mother now. This is your sister-in-law, Lyra. That boy Kalen was supposed to come himself, but something came up in the west and he had to handle it, so he asked us to pick you up. You don't need to be formal. We in the Northlands don't follow Ethelgard's complicated rules. We're family, so we speak plainly.
Those chieftains who came to propose, if they saw my sister-in-law, they'd turn right back around.
What sister-in-law? Call her the consort. Your brother is now the sovereign.
Right. The consort. Oh, that title consort sounds so wonderful.
Come on, let's get on our carriage. Commander Gareth, bring the consort's luggage over.
Right away.
This is the Northlands.
The Northlands, but it's the savage lands. The tents are so torn the wind just blows through.
I heard they never bathe in their whole lives. They can rub off like 3 pounds of dirt.
Elena, what are you staring at? Are you thinking our place is too shabby compared to your Ethelgard palace? No, not at all. I just didn't expect...
Don't just stand there talking. After all those days on the road, you must be starving. Come on, let's eat.
Isn't this from beyond the borders? The tribute Crimson Berry?
Oh, this? They're all over the plains. Sweet and sour, appetizing. Try one.
In Ethelgard, only 30 are given as tribute each year. Only the Empress gets to enjoy them. This is supposed to be tribute? Our kids snack on them. Eat too many and your teeth will ache.
Your Emperor of Ethelgard is pretty pitiful.
Kalen's back. This is Kalen,
Mother Lyra. I'm Kalen. Long trip, huh?
Not really. Mother and Lyra took good care of me.
How's the food?
Yeah, delicious.
All right. Don't just stand there. You're standing there like a guard. You gonna eat or not? Elena's been traveling for days.
You're making her stand here.
Just for a boring chat?
Kalen, after you eat, why don't you take Elena out for a walk? It's her first time on the plains. She can't just stay cooped up in the tent.
Right. A walk after dinner is good for digestion. You can show Elena around.
Want to go for a walk?
Sounds good.
I've been with the Sovereign for over 10 years, and I've never seen him hold the door for anyone.
Whoa, that's an Ironblood steed.
Oh. Well, they're just strong draft animals, so they actually have names?
Yeah. The best war horses in Ethelgard, 10,000 gold each. Only a high general gets to ride one. And you're actually using them to haul rocks?
Right. They're tough and strong, perfect for carrying loads. There are plenty of these horses on the plains. If you want one, I'll pick you a few foals to keep as pets.
No, no thanks. The generals of Ethelgard would fight over a single iron-blood steed and quarrel in court for half a month. For those 3 royal horses, Father specifically built a new stable. In the Northlands, an iron-blood steed is just a pack animal for hauling rocks, and you can raise one as a pet.
What's wrong?
The things they're playing with?
Oh, playing marbles.
Those are just pebbles.
Yeah.
Back in Ethelgard, those are jewels that could buy several cities. That emerald in the kid's hand is bigger than the one on my father's royal crown, 10 times bigger. Seriously? You call that a pebble?
They're everywhere in the back hills. Washed down from the river, there's no way to pick them all up. See that mountain range? The whole mountain is full of these stones. Every spring when the snow melts, the river washes down tons of them. All different colors. Kids pick them up to use as marbles. Adults can't be bothered. They say they're a pain to step on.
Is this really the Northlands? It's nothing like what I heard about the Northlands back in Ethelgard.
Kaylin, Elena, don't just stand there. Come on, get in here. Feast's ready, just waiting for you two.
A feast?
Mother and Lyra arranged it to welcome you. Let's go.
Come, try this. This is from the plains, the best mead. You've never tasted anything like it.
Thanks, Mother.
Call me Mother.
Elena, don't just sit there. Come dance. I don't know how.
You'll learn as you go. Come on.
Sovereign? I have a question. I've been holding it in for days.
Ask.
Why haven't you told the consort the truth? What truth? You just conquered Westreach. We're only stationed here in the Northlands for reorganization. When spring comes, we'll relocate the capital to the capital of Westreach.
I haven't said anything. And she's already so scared she won't even talk to me. If I tell her now that I've conquered Westreach, and we're relocating to that capital 3 times the size of Ethelgard's palace, she'd probably pass out.
Right, Sovereign? The consort does seem timid. We need to take it slow and steady.
This is...
According to the laws of Ethelgard, the tradition of homecoming 3 months after a political marriage. Isn't today exactly the day for the homecoming? I'm ready, let's go.
If the Sovereign's busy, I can go back alone.
You're the consort of the Sovereign of the Northlands. We can't let the consort go home alone.
Freshly baked meat pies for the road.
Rest assured, my consort, I've brought the most elite guard. They won't let you down.
Back in Ethelgard, no one ever cared if I had enough to eat or wear. But here, they always put my feelings first. Thank you.
Get in the carriage.
Don't refuse. Once Kalen sets his mind on something, 10 horses couldn't drag him back.
Move out!
Mother, when do you think Kalen will tell Elena the truth?
No rush. Let's wait till he learns how to talk to a lady properly.
Your Majesty.
Princess Isabella and the King of Dahlia are deeply in love. The power of Dahlia is evident from this.
Red coral of this quality has never been seen even in tribute.
Cedric, you've been thoughtful.
You flatter me, Your Majesty. It's just a humble gift, just a token of respect from a younger generation.
Where is Elena in that? Sovereign of the Northlands? Today is the homecoming banquet. Could it be that Elena thinks her marriage was too humble and dares not come?
Who cares about her? In those savage lands, they probably can't even afford a decent dress. How could she have the face to come back?
And if Elena comes empty-handed, I wouldn't blame her.
If that sovereign of the Northlands dares to disrespect our homecoming banquet,
The sovereign of the Northlands and Princess Elena are here.
So this is the sovereign of the Northlands? Weren't the Northlanders supposed to be bloodthirsty with hideous faces? How come he looks better than King Cedric? Weren't the Northlanders all coarse and ugly? How could that be?
Elena, you made it. I was worried. You might have run into trouble on the way. Oh! Elena, what an outfit today. That fox fur coat is quality stuff. For years in the Forgotten Keep, you couldn't even afford a padded jacket. Now that you're married, to show off at the homecoming, the sovereign must have emptied the entire treasury, right?
the Northlands? What good stuff could they have, just putting on a brave front?
This fox fur coat probably has their entire family fortune sewn into it. They'll have nothing to eat when they get back, I bet.
With me here,
the Sovereign's appearance today is actually more decent than I thought. The Northlanders, being so bloodthirsty, couldn't even put together a proper set of clothes, let alone wear them.
Your Majesty's right. The Northlanders truly can't compare to the refined and learned Ethelgard royalty. But I don't get one thing. Ethelgard, with its fine garments and as a civilized nation, how can it not afford to support its own princess?
The Sovereigns sure have a way with words, but I've heard the Northlands are barren. They don't even have a decent place to live. You might enjoy running your mouth here, Sovereign, but you'd better think about how to provide for your consort back home. She suffered in the Forgotten Keep, but at least she had food. Once married to the Northlands, she might not even have enough to eat.
Don't worry, Mother. I'm doing fine in the Northlands.
Enough. Why bring this up? She's already married. Whether she lives well or not is Elena's own fate. Where is Elena's homecoming gift? Don't tell me you were so busy dressing up that you forgot the real purpose.
The gifts are in the back.
Then let me take a good look at what the Northlands have prepared for Elena.
This? What is this, scrap nails from the woodshed?
Are the Northlands so poor that they can't even afford a proper crate? Our slop bucket at home looks more decent than this.
Elena, is this the homecoming gift you brought? If the Northlands really have nothing good to offer, they shouldn't force it. Why bring a broken wooden box? And embarrass yourself? Isabella, you haven't even looked inside. How do you know it's embarrassing? Just looking at the box tells you what's inside. No need to open it.
Elena, you grew up in the Forgotten Keep. You've never seen good things. I can understand that. But Elena, if you need anything, you could just ask Mother. Why go find rotten wood and make a box? You're making a fool of yourself.
Guards, get this crappy chest out of here now. It's an eyesore.
Your Majesty, we can't just ignore the rites. This is the Northland's sincerity in welcoming the consort. Though the chest is a bit crude, what's inside represents the Northland's respect for the consort. Your Majesty, you didn't even look at it before you ordered it taken away. Do you look down on the Northlands? Or on your own daughter?
Fine. What a great sovereign of the Northlands. I want to see what this shabby chest has got inside.
The Sovereign's sincerity is definitely respectable, but if what's inside is truly unworthy, there's no need to force it. After all, the Northlands and Ethelgard produce different goods. We totally understand.
Elena, if you're embarrassed, you can take it back now. I'll plead with Father and Mother for you. We'll pretend this never happened. Elena, I'm just trying to help you. Don't wait until the chest is opened and there's nothing presentable inside. Then you'll have no way to save face.
Isabella, the chest hasn't been opened yet. What's the rush?
Open it. Since you insist so strongly. Let's open it right here. And let all the ministers see something impressive. See what the Northlands has prepared for Princess Elena. Local specialties.
The Sovereign. My men are about to pry it open. Don't get upset later.
This is a crimson berry.
No way. They only supply 30 crimson berries a year. There must be over 100 here.
How's that possible? So many precious treasures. How do they have so many?
Especially crimson berries.
Even the palace doesn't have many. She was so extravagant to bring that many as homecoming gifts. Fake. They must be fake. Crimson berries only grow where the outland mystic spring waters the soil. The Northlands, that barren place, can't even feed itself. How could it have so many top quality crimson berries? These things must all be fake too.
Princess Isabella has a point. The Northlands are poor. Indeed, they couldn't possibly have such treasures.
10 to 1, they use some wild fruit that looks like a crimson berry to pass it off. They're trying to save face in the palace.
Elena. I thought after you married into the Northlands, you'd be more meek.
But I never expected you'd learn to stoop to deception. To save face, you'd actually resort to such low tricks.
These are not fake, they are all real.
Elena, you grew up in the Forgotten Keep, so you've never seen anything good. Mother understands. But you can't just bring fakes to fool us. Isn't that shaming Ethelgard? Coming back empty-handed for the homecoming is embarrassing enough, but you can't cheat with fakes.
Mother, you didn't even look closely. How do you know they're fake?
Do I need to look closely? Even the tribute crimson berries from foreign lands aren't as good as these. Yours are so big and round. What else could they be but fake?
I always thought the people of Ethelgard were well informed. But it turns out you're quite ignorant.
What did you say, barbarian? How dare you openly provoke all the officials of Ethelgard?
The Sovereign is angry and embarrassed. Exposed, you claim the people of Ethelgard are ignorant.
Your Northlands, other than cow dung, what good things can you have?
You've heard rumors that the Northlands are all rocks, but you don't know deep inside there are fertile lands. You sit in a well and look at the sky and then mock it for being small.
Enough! All that junk of yours bringing it out is just a disgrace.
Junk? Your Majesty didn't even see clearly, yet you call them junk.
Cedric, look at them! Cheating and still so self-righteous, they've made father so angry. Do they think Ethelgard has no one?
A savage. Why bother with them? The Northlands are barren, that's known to all. The Sovereign couldn't bring proper homecoming gifts, and everyone understands. But bringing fakes to make up the numbers, that's really inappropriate.
The crimson berries are fake, so the rest must be fake too. The Northlands are barren. How could they have so many precious treasures?
To produce so many at once, apart from Westreach, no other place could. If they're not fake, what are they?
Yeah, Westreach is a real land of wealth and culture. Booming trade, tons of resources, endless treasures.
Exactly. Westreach is a real treasure trove. I hear the capital's just as prosperous as Dahlia.
I have heard the same. Westreach is full of rare treasures, even more valuable than foreign tribute.
Westreach is pretty impressive. I knew Westreach had booming trade and abundant resources. If we can establish ties with Westreach, it will be a blessing for Ethelgard.
You're right, Your Majesty. I hear Westreach also has specialized goldsmith workshops. Their creations are absolutely exquisite. Unlike some places that can't even make a decent chest.
I've already contacted Westreach. We're discussing a partnership. The King of Westreach is mysterious, but he's really friendly to our court. All being well, we'll set up trade relations soon.
My man is amazing, unlike some people who married a barbarian and can't even get a hot meal.
Over in Westreach, any artifacts worth a fortune. Once the deal's done, Dahlia will have even more treasures. Then I'll definitely pick a few of the best ones for father and mother.
Good. Cedric is thoughtful.
Westreach is full of idiots. Westreach has long been in my pocket. Without my say-so, Westreach wouldn't even open its gates for you.
Westreach is capital. I've never been there, but merchants say the city walls are towering, the streets are wide.
And shops line both sides.
It's even more bustling than Ethelgard's capital.
Right? I heard Westreach has thousands of silversmiths. Their artifacts are exquisite. Even Dahlia's master craftsmen can't hold a candle to them.
Plus, Westreach is loaded with gems. Red, green, blue, you name it. They say any merchant's home has chests of gems just for show.
Once the deal's done, you gotta take me to Westreach. I want to buy tons of gems.
Fine, whatever you say.
Westreach is indeed a wonderful place. It's a shame the King of Westreach is so mysterious and never shows his face. Otherwise, I'd love to meet the kind of person who could run a country so well.
Oh, speaking of which, a place like Westreach, some people probably can't even dream of it. Right, Sovereign? Comparing the Northlands to Westreach is like comparing a latrine to a palace.
Isabella, how can you insult the Northlands and him like that?
Elena, look, your Sovereign of the Northlands doesn't even defend himself. Why are you so upset? What a pity, what a pity. A man like the King of Westreach probably looks down on people from a place like the Northlands. In your lifetime, Sovereign, you'll probably never even see the King of Westreach.
You're the ones who won't see him. If I want to see him, he'll kneel before me. 'Cause he's already my prisoner.
What did he say? He said he captured the King of Westreach. He's insane, completely insane. You bet he is.
Who is the King of Westreach? He's the wealthiest in the land, a true overlord with strong armies. Not to mention your Northlands. Even Ethelgard wouldn't dare to cross him.
Westreach has 100,000 elite cavalry, unbeatable in battle. All foreign lands bow to them. No one has dared to provoke them for a century. You, a sovereign of a barbarian land, leading a few barbarian soldiers in animal skins, dare to claim that you've imprisoned the King of Westreach?
Sovereign, I get you want to save face. But you can't just puff yourself up and talk nonsense.
The King of Westreach? He's merely a defeated enemy. He's not worth lying about.
Westreach is so mysterious and mighty. Their cities are impregnable, and their soldiers are fierce. How many powerful states have tried to scheme against Westreach, all returning in defeat? Your Northland soldiers are barely clothed, starving, and can't even muster proper weapons. You dare claim the King of Westreach is your defeated enemy?
What kind of man is the King of Westreach? Though I've never met him, I've heard his army is well disciplined and the Westreach cavalry is unmatched. You dare say the King of Westreach is your prisoner? You truly dare to speak such treason?
Exactly. If you truly conquered Westreach, why haven't we heard even a whisper?
That's right. If the King of Westreach was defeated, how could such a huge event go completely unnoticed?
The Westreach cavalry is invincible. With the Northland's meager forces, you're not fit to polish his boots.
If I wanted to keep it secret, who in the world would know?
The Sovereign really has some nerve. Take a look at yourself. The King of Westreach is a conqueror who swept across the lands. Who do you think you are? Wearing a shabby fur coat, and yet you dare to talk big? Ridiculous, Elena. I truly feel sorry for you, marrying such a madman. You're full of hot air.
I suggest you know your place. Even we, Dahlia, must show great respect to Westreach. When I discuss trade with the King of Westreach, I treat him with courtesy. You probably don't even have the right to stand before the King of Westreach.
Sovereign of the Northlands must have lost his mind.
What kind of man is the King of Westreach? He's a giant serpent in the forest, a fierce tiger in the mountains, and you are just a wild chicken in a grass nest.
A wild chicken pretending to be a phoenix. It's laughable.
What do you two think you are? How dare you mock me, the Sovereign? If today weren't the consort's homecoming, I would cut off both your heads.
The Sovereign really throws his weight around, picking on two minor officials and venting your anger. Is that any feat?
Isabella, I see compared to your own husband, you care more about mine. On this homecoming trip, you've been constantly targeting my husband, your brother-in-law. What is the meaning of this?
You? You dare insult me.
Elena, Isabella is just worried about you. How can you talk like that? Mother knows you've had a hard life. Growing up in the Forgotten Keep, you haven't seen the world. But you can't, for a Northlander full of lies, talk back to Isabella like this.
Guards, throw these two out. From now on, they're banned from setting foot in the Ethelgard Imperial Palace ever again. I never want to see those two disgraceful wretches again. Who dares?
Urgent dispatch from Westreach. Your Majesty, Westreach, the Kingdom of Westreach.
What happened to Westreach?
Westreach has fallen. Now the entire Westreach has changed hands.
What?
Westreach fell. Impossible. Westreach was so powerful. Who took it over?
No matter how bold I am, I wouldn't dare lie about this. We scouted for 3 months before we confirmed the truth. Dozens of horses dropped dead. Over a dozen of our brothers died, all just to get this intel out.
Who took Westreach?
It's the Northlands army.
What did you say? The Northlands cavalry? How is that possible?
It's absolutely true.
Spill it. How much silver did they pay you? How dare you spout nonsense? Are you covering for them?
Your Highness, I'd never dare. I risked my life just to bring you this news. Every word is true, I tell you.
I swear it, Westreach has 100,000 elite cavalry. Impregnable. Just those barbarians from the Northlands could conquer it?
I swear, every word I said is true. True? False? No way. No way. We spent 3 months scouting. Lost over a dozen brothers. Dozens of horses dropped dead just to confirm the news. The Northlands cavalry actually took Westreach.
3 months, huh? What a coincidence. Funny, the homecoming banquet's been in the works for 3 months too. I think someone's trying to save face, spending big to cook up a story.
Kaylin, come clean now. How much silver did you slip this scout to get him to play along in this charade?
A mere Westreach? In your eyes, it's something to admire. But to me, the Sovereign, it's nothing more than a horse pasture.
Enough with the act. Then tell me, what did your Northlands use to take Westreach? With your barbarian soldiers on their scrawny horses?
Westreach's 100,000 elite cavalry is undefeated. Everyone knows that. The Northlands has just tens of thousands of herders. Can't even scrape together proper weapons. How can you fight?
A mere Westreach? My tens of thousands of herders alone could crush it. Besides, my Northerners' cavalry is no joke.
What does he mean by that? The Northlands has more than just tens of thousands of cavalry.
No way. The Northlands, can it really support that many people?
A poor place is a poor place. Even their stories are wild fantasies. You think keeping an army is free? Your Northlands, that poor place, what can it afford?
Is he telling the truth? He must have said it to back me up, right? If he gets exposed, how will he? And the Northlands save face? He did it for me. So I've got to stand by him. I'm with him all the way. Isabella keeps accusing us of making it up. So you think we faked it? Then where's your proof?
Since when do we need evidence? The Northlands are barren, as everyone knows.
Common knowledge, huh? The world Isabella talks about is just these palace walls.
Don't waste your breath on them. The Sovereign, since you say you conquered Westreach, you gotta have some proof, right? You can't just expect us to believe you with just talk.
I do have proof. But why would I show you?
What did I tell you? All this conquered Westreach, Northlands cavalry stuff, it's all just a one-man act he's putting on. Smells like broke. Still dreaming of conquering Westreach.
Exactly. If it were true, why would he be so shifty and not show any proof?
Father, look at this. This barbarian in the court of Ethelgard is so insolent. I think it's all just to back up Elena. That's why he made up this outrageous lie. Father, you are a wise ruler. If you don't punish him severely, people will think you are deceived. Word will spread, and where will your dignity be?
Kaylin, you have gone too far. Do you think I dare not punish you?
Father wants to punish him, but there must be a charge.
Isn't treason enough? Claiming to have captured Westreach, what is that if not treason?
What if the Sovereign is telling the truth? If Kaylin is telling the truth, then the traitor is Isabella. Isabella is the one falsely accusing the Sovereign of the Northlands.
Elena, don't deceive yourself. I'm just speaking the truth.
Elena, a proper princess of Ethelgard, making a scene in court. What a disgrace.
Mother, you are mistaken. I am no longer a princess. I am now the consort of the Northlands. Ethelgard looks down on the Northlands. It looks down on me. That's fine, but you can't, just because you look down on us, trash our reputation for no reason.
Since you don't trust me, I'll show you the proof. Bring it up.
What, another broken crate? Don't tell me it's another fake Crimson Berry. Say something, is it real or fake?
King of Dahlia, is that thing real or fake?
The jade is real. The Royal Seal of Westreach uses rare azure jade. There's no other piece like it in the world. The jade's quality, color, and grain all match.
Even if the jade is real, they could have stolen it. What wouldn't the Northlanders do?
Princess Isabella, what a silver tongue you have. We gave you proof, and now you suspect we stole it. So you're determined not to accept what I said as true. Then it seems the trade writ I originally drafted for trade with Dahlia is no longer needed.
A sovereign of the Savage Lands probably can't even read, and he talks about drafting trade writs.
After I conquer Westreach, this trade writ will be approved by me. I heard that Ethelgard is going to have a political marriage with the Northlands, so I drafted a new trade writ as a welcoming gift for Ethelgard.
All a bluff. Who do you think you're fooling with that scrap of paper? A thing that tears at a touch, what weight can it have?
The sovereign for this homecoming banquet has prepared well, even getting a fake trade writ ready in advance. Such great effort.
The Northlanders are truly delusional.
Right? And a trade writ? Have they even seen
What it looks like.
Princess Isabella, she didn't just tear up a piece of paper. It's the future of Ethelgard.
You people from the Northlands talking about the future of Ethelgard? What a joke.
What exactly did that trade writ say?
Father, you shouldn't take it seriously. It's definitely a forgery, a fake made by Westreach. They made it just for this homecoming banquet to save face.
These Northlanders have probably never even seen a real trade writ before. How could a forgery look authentic?
You tore the writ without even looking at it, Isabella. How did you know it was fake?
Looks like you won't be convinced until you see it for yourself, Elena.
Your Majesty, since Elena won't drop it, let's have someone who's actually been around take a look. Ethelgard once sent an envoy to the Westreach Palace. Let him take a look, then we'll know the truth.
Then Minister Sterling, you take a look.
Your Majesty, I pay my respect.
Rise, Minister Sterling. Look at those fragments. Are these the Westreach King's notes?
So it's fake, right? It has to be fake, right?
Your Majesty, it's real. This is the Westreach King's unique handwriting and seal. Years ago, I was an envoy to Westreach. I saw the Westreach King's authentic works. I could never mistake them.
What he said is actually true. No way! You must have misread it. Your eyes are playing tricks on you.
I may be old, but not so blind that I can't recognize the Westreach King's handwriting.
Minister Sterling, are you sure this is really authentic?
I stake my life on it. This is indeed the Westreach King's handwriting and seal.
Then what does this trade writ say?
As Ethelgard is an allied nation of the Northlands, all trade relations can enjoy half price. Westreach's existing trade routes are all open to Ethelgard, tariff-free.
What do you mean, trade routes fully open, tariff-free? Just from this one item, Ethelgard's annual tax revenue could more than triple.
Impossible. This is impossible. How could the Northlands possibly... Father?
Your Majesty, you're insane! That's Isabella, your own daughter.
Quiet! The Sovereign? Does this trade writ still hold?
Torn up is torn up. I gave Ethelgard a chance.
You destroyed Ethelgard's future.
Father, I
didn't know. I didn't know. Your Majesty, Isabella is your own daughter. You hid her for an outsider?
Outsider? Do you know how much this is worth? Triple the tax revenue. It could bring Ethelgard earth-shattering change.
Impossible. How could the Northlands have more wealth than Dahlia? Aren't they just savage lands? Don't they barely have enough to eat?
Ignorant idiot. Your Majesty and King Cedric, if there's nothing else, I'm taking the consort home now.
Sovereign, hold on. Sovereign, even though the trade writ is torn, the political marriage between our kingdoms is already a fact. Why not strengthen the bond? Trade matters can still be discussed. Everything is negotiable.
Indeed, indeed.
There's only one trade writ. Torn is torn.
Kaelin, don't be ungrateful. Ethelgard and Dahlia are offering you a chance to do business. Consider it an honor.
An honor? Who's really giving who a chance?
Enough! Shut your mouth! Sovereign. Whatever terms you want, just name them. I can agree to them all.
I want nothing. Remember, the opportunity today was torn apart by your own hands.
As things stand, if Kaelin insists on leaving, I'm afraid we'll have to go to the Northlands and beg Kaelin. But then the roles will be reversed, and humiliation is inevitable.
The consort can't bear to leave?
No. I just find it ridiculous. I've lived here for 20 years. I was never treated like a human being.
From now on, that place is not your home anymore.
Then where's my home?
Over there. What they consider savage lands.
All right. Then let's go home.
The sovereign, please stay. His Majesty has issued a royal decree for the sovereign to return to the palace.
Can't do anything right, just cause trouble.
Father, I didn't know it was true. I thought they...
What did you think? Now look what's happened. The trade writ is torn. The trade route is broken. Are you satisfied now?
Father, I did it all for Ethelgard.
For Ethelgard? You did it for yourself.
Your Majesty, Isabella is also...
They're back. They're back.
Elena, how was the homecoming?
Don't worry, Mother. Everything's fine.
You've lost weight? Didn't you eat well? Come on, come on. I've made you some lamb soup.
The Sovereign! King Cedric Thorne of Dahlia and Princess Isabella Vance arrived with a convoy outside the royal court, saying they came to apologize and brought a bunch of gifts, requesting an audience with the Sovereign.
We just got back and they're already after us. They sure are impatient. They say they're here to apologize. If you're apologizing, act like it. Make them wait.
How did they even chase us to the Northlands?
No matter why they're here, this is the Northlands, not Ethelgard.
Is Isabella Vance the one who keeps bullying Elena? How dare she come to my Northlands? I'll tear her apart.
Count me in. Count me.
Sovereign, one more thing. Yin Roland is back too. She came to the royal court a few days ago looking for you. When she heard you weren't there, she left.
That person's return can only mean trouble.
Who is Yin Roland?
A self-righteous woman. She's been clinging to Kaelin since childhood. Can't shake her off. So annoying.
These Northlanders have no manners. We've been waiting here for almost 4 hours, and they still won't see us. How dare they keep us waiting this long?
Stop complaining. If you hadn't torn up the trade writ, would we have come to this miserable place?
How was I supposed to know it was real?
King of Dahlia and Princess Isabella have arrived.
The Sovereign, how have you been?
King of Dahlia, you've come all this way. What brings you here?
I have come
First, to clear up the misunderstanding at the homecoming banquet and apologize to the sovereign.
Second, I'd like to discuss with the sovereign the trade among the three kingdoms again.
How is Elena?
Isabella, you're quick to follow. The sovereign and I just arrived, and you've already followed us.
No need for false pretenses. If you have something to say, just say it. Sovereign, you're joking. What happened that day was genuinely a misunderstanding. Ethelgard and Dahlia have always valued our ties with the Northlands. This visit is also for trade matters. How could that be fake? King of Dahlia, you talk a good game.
If you truly value it, why was the trade writ torn up the moment it was presented?
Princess Isabella was a bit hasty. I didn't discipline her enough. Sovereign, you're generous. Regarding trade, I hope you can give us another chance, Sovereign.
I told you. Only one chance.
Don't be so ungrateful. Dahlia and Ethelgard are giving you a chance to do business with them because they think highly of you.
Think highly of me? I need your respect.
The Northlands may have some minerals now, but without Dahlia and Ethelgard's trade routes, who are you going to sell your ore to? Having just conquered the Western Dynasty, what do you Northlanders know about trade? Don't you still need Dahlia and Ethelgard?
The Western Dynasty is now in my hands. The Western Dynasty has more trade routes than Dahlia and Ethelgard combined.
Sovereign, trade benefits both sides. Why are you being so stubborn?
I'm not being stubborn. You don't deserve to do business with me.
You can't go in. The sovereign is occupied with important matters.
The sovereign still has such a temper.
Sovereign. She is the one Isabella and Mother mentioned, Yin Rolan.
Consort, don't tease me. Did I say you could come in?
Sovereign, don't be mad. I heard that the King of Dahlia and Princess Isabella have arrived. They came specifically to pay a visit. Sovereign, I also heard about the trade deal. I think Dahlia and Ethelgard's terms are good. The Northlands shouldn't miss this opportunity.
These are state affairs. Why do you need to meddle?
I'm not meddling. I'm just thinking of the Northlands. The Sovereign just conquered Westreach. Everything is in ruins and needs rebuilding. This is exactly the time we need money and supplies. An opportunity that falls right into our laps. Why push it away? Is it because of the consort that you're being so impulsive?
Yin Roland, do you have any right to speak here?
Lady Yuma, I only meant well.
Good intentions? Give me a break. The Northlands' affairs are decided by the sovereign and the consort. An outsider like you has no say.
Lady Yuma, how am I an outsider? My father died in battle.
Your father is your father and you are you. Your father bled for the Northlands, but what have you done?
Exactly. Ever since we were kids, you've been clinging to Kaelin. Aren't you annoying? He's already married to the consort now, and you still come to cause trouble. Have you no shame?
Sovereign. I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Get out!
Didn't you hear the sovereign? Get out.
Then I'll come back another day.
Don't come back at all.
Show him out.
This way, please.
Such vulgar people.
Let's head back to the way station first. We'll figure it out later.
Please wait, you two. It's you. What do you want? The woman beside Kaelin. Help me get rid of her, and I'll handle the trade matters for you. What do you plan to do? This isn't the place to talk. Let's go to your way station. for details. Consort, this is some silk I brought back from Dahlia. A gift for you. Your skin is fair. This color looks best on you.
Thank you, Isabella.
Consort. The Sovereign's mother and Lyra told me to keep an eye on this lady. I am not to let you speak with her alone. They also said she's not a good person. Don't let her appearance fool you.
Don't worry. With you all here, she wouldn't dare do anything to me.
Consort, I have a few words to say to you.
Go ahead.
Did you know that the Sovereign and I were once betrothed? Oh, really? You don't know, Consort? It was years ago. Our elders arranged it. Then for the next few years, the Sovereign was busy attacking Westreach, so it was put on hold. I thought after he came back we'd get married. But instead, he went and married you.
Miss Yin, as for what you're saying, the Sovereign never told me any of this.
He didn't bring it up because he never saw you as one of his own.
Yin Roland, what the hell are you talking about? What damn betrothal? That was your father's wishful thinking. Kaelin never agreed to it. Your father sent a matchmaker, but Kaelin didn't even meet them. He turned them down flat. Why are you making all this up?
Lady Yuma, I know you don't like me, but Kaelin and I are truly in love.
In love? Oh my god, what kind of daydream are you living in? Your father said back then if you were willing, they could wait, but Kaelin just said there was no need to wait and he wouldn't marry you. Want me to call the messenger from back then to confirm?
Hey, how can you be so shameless? He won't marry you, so you made up a betrothal to fool people.
Consort, I'm not lying to you. I've truly loved the Sovereign. For many years.
You're telling me this, so what do you want me to do? Leave him and give you my place?
Now the little bunny dares to question me?
I knew I was right about you.
Matters of the heart. Can't be forced. Coming here to tell me this is just asking for humiliation.
You'll regret this.
Elena, don't take it to heart. This woman has been like this since she was a child, throwing tantrums whenever she wants something, thinking everyone should indulge her. If it weren't for her father being a great hero of the Northlands, she'd have been kicked out long ago.
Mother, don't worry. I won't take it to heart.
What's wrong? You look pale.
Nothing. Maybe it's the sun?
It's about Yin Roland, right?
You know?
Mother told me. She said Yin Roland made up a story about a betrothal. There's no betrothal. There never was one. Her father came to me. I rejected him on the spot.
I know, Mother already told me.
Then why are you still upset?
I'm not upset, I just feel sorry for her. She's loved him for so many years, but he doesn't like her at all.
That's just how feelings work. You can't force it.
If we weren't in a political marriage, would he treat me the same way he treats Yin Rulan?
Elena, have some soup. Don't dwell on such nonsense. It's bad for your health.
It's that Yin Roland. The more you pay attention to her, the more she goes at it. Ignore her and she'll stop on her own.
All right, I'll stop thinking about it. Mother, your soup is getting better and better.
Of course, I made it just for you.
You said you had a plan. And what happened? You got kicked out. That woman is well guarded. Lady Yuma and Lyra are protecting her. We can't touch her.
So you're just letting it go?
Absolutely not. Since we can't get to her directly, we'll attack her reputation.
What do you mean?
We can work in secret. We'll spread rumors in Ethelgard, saying that Elena did something disgraceful in the Northlands. Ruin her name. Great idea. No matter the dynasty or kingdom, a woman's reputation is crucial. It means everything. Then, without us lifting a finger, Ethelgard will take action. They will force Kaelin to divorce her.
Isn't this too risky?
Risky? No risk, no reward. Don't you want the trade deal to go through?
Did you hear? Princess Elena is unfaithful. In the Forgotten Keep, she's with the palace attendant.
She's sleeping around.
Really, of course it's true. Word from the palace. Can't be false. Tisk, tisk, what a disgrace.
This traitorous daughter. She's disgraced me.
Your Majesty, please calm down. Elena was raised in the Forgotten Keep, so no wonder she doesn't know the rules.
If I had known, I should never have let her live.
The Sovereign. It's all over Ethelgard. The consort's reputation in Ethelgard is ruined. A person like her is not fit to be the consort of the Northlands.
What do you mean?
I'm saying the Sovereign should divorce the consort. Choose another woman worthy of the Sovereign.
Who do you think you are? How dare you meddle in the Sovereign's family matters?
Exactly. Who Kaelin marries is none of your business.
I'm thinking of the Northlands. The Sovereign's reputation is already tarnished. Keeping her in the Northlands will only bring shame to the Northlands. Do you want the Northlands to become a laughingstock?
Bullshit. Elena is in the Northlands handling the royal court affairs every day. Takes care of the herders. Everyone speaks well of her.
That's just a facade. The rumors from Ethelgard are very detailed. How could they be false?
Say that again.
Sovereign, I have only the Northland's best interests at heart. You cannot let that woman bewitch you.
Sovereign?
Why are you here? Didn't I tell you to rest in the tent? Whatever happens, I'll handle it.
Sovereign, you don't have to hide it from me. I can handle it myself. You said I'm not fit to sit in the hall. Then tell me, what kind of person is worthy? Is it someone who fabricates betrothals? Or someone who spreads rumors? Miss Yin, the rumors about Ethelgard, you got Princess Isabella to spread them, didn't you?
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. The consort is so capable, able to convict without evidence. This is the way of an Ethelgard princess.
Since you arrived, the rumors have been spreading. Is that coincidence?
If you want to accuse someone, you'll always find an excuse. If the consort wants to drive me away, just say so. Why bother with all this?
Don't play innocent. Elena was right. It was you all along.
Lady Yuma, I know you don't like me, but without evidence, you're pointing fingers at me. Isn't that inappropriate?
Stop making snide remarks. Besides you, who else would do such a thing?
Lyra, don't pin your dirty deeds on me. You say I did it, then prove it. Sovereign, I grew up in the royal court. My father bled for the Northlands. My devotion to the Northlands is second to none. The consort is slandering me like this. And you just watch?
Get out.
Elders, you all saw it. The consort can't stand me. And the sovereign is blinded by her. I, Yin Roland, have a clear conscience. But I'm not one to be pushed around. Today, in front of everyone, I'll make myself clear. Consort, you say. I had Princess Isabella spread rumors about you. Do you have proof? No proof? Then you're just slandering. A loyal servant of the Northlands. Is this the dignity of the consort?
Miss Yin, you keep saying you're loyal to the Northlands. Then let me ask you, a few nights ago, who did you meet at the way station?
I went to the way station to buy some Dalian goods. What's wrong with that?
Buying goods in the dead of night? Who are you trying to fool?
Lyra, what's that supposed to mean? I, Yin Roland, am beyond reproach. I'm not afraid of an investigation, but you all keep insisting that I colluded with outsiders to spread rumors, yet you have zero evidence. If that's not slander, then what is?
Stop pretending. You're telling me you don't know them? Cedric and Isabella? That day in the royal tent, you were making eyes at them, as if I didn't see.
So if I know them, I'm colluding? Lady Yuma. Then can I also say the consort knows the Emperor of Ethelgard, so she is colluding with Ethelgard too? Elders, you've all watched me grow up. My father died for the Northlands on the battlefield. I, Yin Rulan, may be a woman, but my loyalty to the Northlands is beyond doubt. Now, the consort wants to kick me out without any evidence. The Sovereign won't back me up.
Sovereign, Yin Roland's father is a hero of the Northlands. Shouldn't we look into this further?
Sovereign, I don't ask for your favor, only for you to be fair and just. The consort says I conspire with outsiders. Then produce the evidence. If she can't, then she's slandering me. Slandering a loyal subject. Does such a person deserve to be the consort of the Northlands?
You want evidence? Fine, I'll give you evidence.
Does he actually have evidence?
Bring the person in. Follow them. You think I don't know what you're doing? From the first time you went to see Cedric, I've had my men watching you.
Let me go. I'm a princess of Ethelgard. My father won't let you get away with this. Sovereign, even if I did meet them. So what? I just exchanged a few words with them. Does that prove I conspired with outsiders?
This is the record of your secret talks with Cedric and Isabella from the past few days. Every word you said, my men were listening nearby and recorded it all without missing a single word. Shall I read it out to you one by one?
I did all of this for the Northlands.
For the Northlands? You gave the Northlands military deployment to an outsider, and you call that helping the Northlands? Shame on you.
I didn't. I never told an outsider.
This is what you drew, the Royal Court's defense map. And you dare deny it? Look, everyone sees it now. This is the real face of Yin Ruland. Colluding with the enemy. Framing the consort. Leaking secrets.
Yin Roland, if your father knew what you've done, he'd be spinning in his grave.
Banished from the Northlands, never to return.
Not worthy of the Northlands.
Sovereign, I'm sorry, truly sorry. Please, for my father's sake. Spare me this once, I'll never do it again.
Your father was a hero of the Northlands. You've shamed your father. Guards. Yin Roland is punished for all 3 crimes. Colluding with the enemy, framing the consort, leaking secrets, banished from the Northlands, never to return.
Elena, you'll die a miserable death. Even as a ghost, I'll haunt you.
You conspired with Yin Roland to frame my consort. We'll settle this score in due time.
I am the Princess of Ethelgard. You show such disrespect to me. I will have my father bring troops and raise this shabby place of yours.
In Ethelgard, you're a princess, but here in the Northlands, you're nothing. See them out. Merchants from Dalia and Ethelgard shall not set foot in the Northlands from now on. Disobey and face execution.
Consort.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Elena, you stood there today, not a single sign of panic.
I was panicking, but I couldn't let them see it.
From now on, nobody's gonna dare bully you.
The Sovereign. Those records? When did you start looking into them?
From the first time Yin Roland went to the way station to see Cedric. That night, Someone spotted him, the three of them secretly meeting at the way station gate. So I had Commander Gareth keep an eye on them.
No wonder you've been so chill these days. You were ready all along. So he's been looking out for me all this time. Before I even knew it, he'd already set everything up for me. No one's ever protected me like this before.
What are you thinking about again?
About Mother. When the Empress had her killed, I was just a child. I didn't understand. All I could do was cry. When I grew up, I figured crying was useless. No one would help me. You're the first to help me.
I'm not the only one. A lot of people will help you from now on.
Mother and Lyra, too.
Yin Roland's problem is taken care of. There's something I've wanted to ask you for a while about the Forgotten Keep you mentioned at the homecoming banquet. Was Mother really bullied there? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because I didn't want you to think I was a pitiful wretch.
You were never a pitiful wretch. You are my consort. You are my woman. Who has wronged you? I'll make them pay.
Sovereign, there's no need. That's all in the past.
It's not over. Anyone who has ever hurt you, I won't let them get away with it.
Sovereign, we found out. The mastermind who framed the consort's mother is the Empress of Ethelgard. She conspired with foreign officials and threw Lady Eleanor into the Forgotten Keep, where she died of resentment.
Some Empress, some Ethelgard. Send someone to Ethelgard and present this to the Emperor of Ethelgard. Consort, your mother's name will be cleared soon.
Your Majesty, you can't trust a Northlander. He's sowing discord. He wants to destroy Ethelgard.
Guards! Throw the Empress into the Forgotten Keep.
You can't do this to me. I'm your Empress. I bore your children and everything I did was for you.
I've shown you enough mercy.
My mother's name is finally cleared.
You happy?
Not happy. I'm just relieved. My mother can finally rest in peace.
Your mother would be proud of you.
Elena, don't be sad. You have us now.
Exactly. None of those bastards got away.
Mother, Lyra, and the Sovereign, thank you.
For what? We're family. No thanks needed.
So this is the princess from Ethelgard, huh? She's pretty, but can she actually lead the ritual? Hope she doesn't screw up our ceremony.
Don't trust Elena.
Practice again tomorrow. Your voice is already hoarse.
Let's continue.
The consort's prayer was word perfect. Every step of the ceremony was spot on.
But she is still an outsider. Who knows if she truly cares for our Northlands?
Elena, you don't have to do this. The handmaidens will take care of it.
Mother, these are the utensils for the offering to the heavens. You can't just let any handmaiden touch them. I'll put them away myself to be safe.
What should I do? These are to trade for salt. Consort, you don't have to. I'll do it myself.
It's fine. Just hurry and pick them up. Don't get them dirty. A few got broken. I'll have the kitchen make it up to you.
No, no need. It's just a few.
How much salt can we get for this basket of cheese curds?
Enough for a month.
This is from the kitchen. Take it back and use it for now.
This would last me half a year.
You gave your own salt to that woman.
The kitchen still has some, it's fine.
Doing things little by little like this. When will you ever win everyone over?
I'm not here to boss anyone around. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do as consort.
Consort, my whole flock is gone. How am I supposed to feed my family?
Our tent got blown away. The kids are crying. They're freezing.
The sovereign's gone. Who's gonna stand up for us? Stand up for us.
Quiet, everyone. The sovereign's away, so I'm in charge. All families who lost their homes moved the elderly and kids first into the empty tents next to the royal tent. Food and firewood will be handed out by the royal court. For the livestock losses, we'll talk compensation when the sovereign gets back.
You think you're in charge? You're an outsider. What right do you have? What do you even know? Exactly.
You're right. I'm an outsider. But I'm the consort of the Northlands. The sovereign's away, so I've got to protect this home for him. You don't have to trust me, but at least make sure your kids have a roof over their heads and a hot meal to eat. All the old folks and kids, send them to the royal tent first. The rest of you help me reinforce the tent, assess the damage. Men, go chop firewood. Women, go cook. Don't panic. One thing at a time.
This kid keeps getting better.
Your hands are too cold.
The consort, this is way too kind. We have our own.
Save them for the children. We grown-ups can take it, but the children can't. Mother, your hands are so cold.
Consort, you mustn't. This won't do. Your royal blood. If you catch a cold, what would we do?
Mother, what royal blood? When I was little, in the Forgotten Keep, I couldn't even wear a padded coat. It was colder than it is for you now. There's no need to be so polite.
Consort, you're our family savior. If it weren't for you, these old bones would have frozen to death.
Mother, don't say that. It's the least I could do. Lyra, there's a draft here. Block it for me.
Elena, go get some sleep. You've been working day and night. I'll keep watch.
Lyra, I'm not tired. I'll rest once everyone is settled.
This kid hasn't slept in 3 days. All the refugees have been settled. The livestock losses have been clearly recorded. Firewood and food have been distributed fairly. We in the Northlands have a good consort.
Kaylin, you're back. How bad is it?
You've worn yourself out and you're still worrying about that?
I'm fine. How are the herders? Any casualties?
A few have frostbite, but they've all been saved. Good thing you handled it in time.
That's good. Is the fence badly damaged? Need help?
No need, consort. I can do it myself.
This is this month's salt. I brought it on the way.
Consort, I said those awful things before, and you're still so kind to me.
Get up. I forgot all that stuff you said long ago.
Consort, from now on, I'll do whatever you say. I'll follow your orders without question.
Elena, aren't you even angry? When he was yelling at you, I wanted to tear him apart.
Lyra, he insulted me because he didn't know me. Now he knows, so he won't insult me anymore.
You're just too soft-hearted.
People of the Northlands, today, I declare before the eternal sky just one thing. We, the Northlands, have a true consort. When the blizzard hit, the sovereign was away. It was the consort who stepped up. She housed the elderly and children, distributed food and firewood, recorded the damages, and went 3 days and nights without sleep. Whose elders or children didn't get into a heated tent? Whose pot didn't have a hot meal? Step forward and tell me. The eternal sky above, the people of the Northlands below, today, as a priest of the Northlands, I formally recognize Princess Elena Vance as the consort of the Northlands. From now on, she is our consort.
Consort, I, Barton, submit to you.
Consort.
I knew. You would make it.
Because you were here.
No. Not because of yourself.
She did it. She really did it.
She was always worthy.
Never thought the day of relocating the capital would come so soon.
Nervous?
Not when you're with me.
At our new home, you can do whatever you want.
I want to set up Mother's memorial tablet, so she can see how well we're doing now.
Okay, I'm with you. From now on, this is our home.
It's beautiful here.
Not as beautiful as you.
Those two kids are such a handful.
What's there to worry about? Aren't they happy?